was just the engineer, the host, and the bartender. The first night?
Yes, yes, she was.
Okay, okay. But then you left, so my
Oh,
memory is telling me that it
She
was
was.
just us.
I
So
remember Maggie being here.
okay. I'm sorry.
hey,
I work like 40 hours a week. I'm like really
we
bleh.
love our wrestlers. We love our wrestlers.
Um, I don't know how my brain made the connection, but when I saw Future Wives, it made me think of like those Mormon traditions, for some reason made me think of how I had an easy bake oven as a kid. I don't know how it got
Huh?
there.
That would explain a lot about you, Lane.
You had an easy bake oven.
I don't know how easy bake oven and Mormons come in the same
Did you
thought.
cook? Hey, did you bake cookies in it?
Yes,
I had one. I did
Oh,
potato chips.
you bake potato chips in your easy bake oven.
Yeah, they had a little mix for it.
Really?
Yes.
I had no idea.
really?
Huh.
I made barbecue potato chips. They were pretty good.
See, all the mix that came with easy bake oven was pretty bad. I made Jiffy cakes.
Chicken cakes.
Jiffy cakes. What the hell are chicken cakes?
Oh, you talking about Jiffy cornmeal
Yes.
mix? Okay, I know what
Uh,
you're talking about. Yeah, my mom used that cornbread she used to make, boy. Hey, it make you lick your whole hand, both of them.
make you lick your whole hand.
That actually makes me think of this place when in
Okay,
Rochester.
wait, Birdman, stop making him think, please.
So
Okay,
there's this place
I'm sorry.
in Rochester, New York called Sticky Lips. It's like a barbecue place, and
Sticky lips.
yes, and before it actually had a title, all that was the marquee was, "I just spent my life savings on this place. Please come in." It worked.
Okay.
That's why you're in Austin, huh? Oh,
Because you realize you can't get barbecue in Rochester. Anyway, I'm done.
Yeah, they tried.
That almost sounds like my what do you call it? My own promo for mineral water. Ew, that's disgusting. Can I have some more?
You're not a fan of me.
Uh, I don't like the way it tastes, but I crave it. I just drink it like crazy. Mm. Pellegrino, it has magnesium. Ernie, are we? How are we doing? Are we broadcasting live yet?
Yeah, we are live. I'm just getting some audio levels
Okay,
here.
can we start the show?
Uh,
wow,
yeah,
wow.
because
We're just kind of
why am
wait.
I'm like super hot and
We're
your
just
mic
like,
is super low.
yeah, I know.
Hey, hey, can I say something right quick?
No, no. Just kidding.
Can I say something right quick?
No. Okay, I'm
No,
kidding. Go ahead.
no,
Go ahead.
no. I was gonna tell Ernie. I'm surprised. Well, Hot Tamale is on Instagram. Well, there's this model that's now with Puff Daddy. Her name is Tina Louise, and every time she played music, she put a disclaimer.
Hmm.
I'm doing this now for I don't forget. And she says a disclaimer, and she said this music is not mine. I don't claim any royalties or all that. And all her videos that she posted by other people. And I think P. Diddy is the one that told her to say that, so therefore she can play the music. Just something that, yeah, just something I thought about, let you know since you kind of like to play music sometimes.
Just in case me and Ernie B break out into our rendition of "Love Stinks."
Yeah, we sang that last night at
Yeah,
karaoke.
that was fun.
Karaoke at the house.
Love stinks. Oh, okay, okay.
Jack
But
Isles
I'm
band.
just saying though,
Yeah.
she put every time because and it's funny how she was on my page last year. I didn't know who she was, and she was with this other guy. And the other day they showed her with P Diddy, but she always lists that on all her videos that she says that this music is not. I have no claim to the music, to anything, and this is what I'm playing in the background, and they let her play it on Instagram and other platforms. Matter of fact, she's on my Facebook page. No, my Twitter page. I'm sorry.
He gets confused between Twitter and Instagram and Facebook. He's
Yeah,
everywhere. Birdman's everywhere.
Okay, Ernie, can we go ahead and start?
yeah. I'm sorry to bore you, Hot
No.
Tamale.
I'm kind of waiting for him to kind of like give me
He's doing
I'm
all.
messing with you. I'm messing with you.
See, Love Stinks makes me think of the wedding singer.
I actually kind of put an Adam Sandler twist on it when I was seeing it.
But that also
that's-
makes me think of Jerry Stiller, who just died.
Okay, Ernie.
I can't hear your microphone on the stream.
Oh, that's
I tell you, every time there's always something. There's always something, a new problem, new issue I have to deal with.
Isn't it great?
Isn't it lovely?
Well, tell you what.
That's
can-
life,
can-
man made. You always gonna have issues.
Can you hear Lane's microphone?
Hey,
Yeah, we can hear him.
No,
Yeah.
on the stream, guys. Ernie's trying to make sure we come out on the stream.
Okay. Forget about us.
Oh,
Let me
God.
see if that helped. If this worked, we'll officially start.
I've had
Yeah.
the blues, the reds, and the pinks.
We officially haven't started the show yet.
I know.
For those of you sitting here wondering what the hell's going on.
Yeah, we're trying to get the broadcast sewed up. Yike.
Feedback. That's good.
Ernie, is that a good sign?
Okay, I think that's good.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
All right, go ahead and start the show. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for Spoon Herd Open Mic here in Austin, Texas?
No.
I'm Ernie B., your engineer for the night, and here's your host, Hot Tamale, and the lovely Lane Thompson.
The lovely Lawson thought, because he's a gorgeous
I
bitch.
am.
Yes. Woohoo! What's happening, Kick Butt? You're about to witness the best, the baddest open mic in the ATX. Spoken and heard live every Sunday night at Kick Butt Coffee Music and Booze. That's right. This is not your average ordinary coffee shop. We do have a full bar.
Full bar.
And behind the bar tonight, we have the pirate Jacob, who will keep you fed, caffeinated, and buzzed.
Jacob,
Oh,
working
no.
in the kitchen.
Don't do that again. No.
He just left. He's like, okay,
He's
I'm
like,
outta
oh,
here.
God. But make sure to fill the man's tip jar with plenty of dead presidents. Austin's expensive.
And those of you that are here, just in case we haven't told you already, we are streaming a few poets in on Skype. So that's what you've been hearing on the speakers.
Yeah.
They're at home.
That's a camera right there.
And no, I just got one camera up today.
That's a camera right there.
So they're joined. They can hear us, and we can hear them, and it's all getting pumped out on the internet. So we'll be famous.
So if you're under witness protection tonight,
Yeah,
you're screwed.
I can't blur your face. I don't have that technology. So
Oh, and what was the other thing? What was the other thing?
Masks?
Oh, yes. On the masks, we prefer it if we do have disinfectant spray, but we would prefer it if you performed with your masks like this. Keep it safe, keep it sexy. Check it out. The Masked Poet, not only does she have a regulation mask, she also has a wrestling mask.
Yes.
We're trying to keep everyone safe here,
Yeah.
but like I said, we
Yeah.
do have, it is the regulation on the bar. It's got a sign right there, just
Sorry.
to let you know. And we've got, yeah, absolutely. Okay, Ernie B.
what's that? I can't hear. Oh. Well, that's fine. You know, we have the spray.
All right, so
Yeah, no, I know.
so coming up to start the show.
Oh, and also,
Oh wait,
and the only time you should not be wearing a mask is only when you're eating and drinking.
Oh,
all
yeah.
other times, just
Yeah,
Yeah,
just put it back on. and-
COVID is
like one of my favorite lines: "Keep it safe, keep it sexy," and we also have sanitizer at different points in the cafe. Okay, and are we ready to start? Okay, so starting off the night tonight, we have our hype man, Tom Moonbird.
Losing Austin's soul. First Magnolia goes, now Mother's Restaurant goes. The Hideout is for sale. Bye-bye Vulcan Video. Venues that were our art and soul now sold out. It's hard to keep up with our casualties. Poetry is a hermit crab on music venues. When musicians cannot meet, neither can poets. This is no time for billion-dollar boondoggles. Businesses are closing faster than hurricanes are hitting. A bus service, regular, reliable, 24 hours a day is what we're needing. Flexible and adapted to growth and decline of COVID days. Fixed rail is far too late. Property values far too high. It would take 13 years of high taxes before tunnels and tolls float by. Meanwhile, let's salvage what we can. Do not expand our convention centre in an age of no conventions. Increase buses as an essential service to get to kick butt. But where do we go now when few restaurants and bars are open? Austin is now for the homeless. Everything is broken. Yay!
And the crowd goes wild.
Ah, whoa, wild crowd.
All right, give it up for Tom Moonbird, who's still waiting for the Airport Boulevard experience.
Yeah.
Where?
I know we can't jam like we used to. That was fun.
Where are you going?
Ah, that was fun. The good old days.
I don't know. You've got the
There's a
master
mic
list.
squealing somewhere. I got to figure out where that's coming
we're
from.
trying to figure out what Lane's doing right now.
Ice in the mic.
Lane. Okay,
Lane.
well, hold on real quick. While he's also trying to figure out what's going on, I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Okay, oh, no, I don't want to read that. No, I don't want to read that either. Oh, wait, no. I've got some...
Here, 4K. It was 4K.
Oh, is that what's happening?
Yeah.
I'm gonna read you some quick old shit.
Old shit.
Oh shit!
Whilst Lane attempts to master the list. Grandma held my hand so tight. I didn't like it. Struggled to let go, but her grip was that of a boa constrictor. She raised 7 kids by herself. 7. Never remarried after my grandpa died. Took care of me when I was sick. I slept on her couch and watched Mexican soaps. She always smelled like pink Dove soap and John too. I smell that and I immediately think of her. She would wear her long wavy hair up, brush it out at night, looking like a mermaid. One day, we were driving through a neighborhood. A snake fell out of a tree and at my feet. My grandma yanked the car door open and grabbed the snake with her bare hands, threw it out of the car. Superwoman has nothing on her. The things I miss are the things I didn't used to like.
Nice.
That remind me of my poem Grandma's Kitchen.
Yeah, that was a prompt.
Is somebody sitting on an office chair? I keep hearing an office chair squeak.
Oh, that's me. I'm in Diana's office.
Oh,
That's-
that's what I'm hearing.
So when I lean back, you're gonna hit. I'm sorry
Oh,
about
no,
that. I
no,
don't.
it's okay. I just want to know where it's coming from. Now that I
Yeah.
know. Okay, lost in thought?
Yes. So actually, coming up next is a new voice.
New voice.
New
Go
voice?
ahead. Who is it?
Well, now that I have everything in order in my head.
Did he just say order?
No, I was
Yes.
doing.
I swear, he sounded like he was going to Boston.
No,
Go
I
ahead.
said everything in order.
And he did
Order.
it again. Go ahead.
Order.
I was
Order,
trying-
not order.
I was trying to do a British accent, but I guess it failed.
It went from British to Boston. Sorry. Continue.
So coming up for the first time on this stage, we have Liam.
Spray and stay.
Strangers in the night, exchanging glances.
Explain to the people at home the stage is empty, but the people are coming. There's a host, Lost host. Hi there, Lost. More gaps in time for a hug you.
He's coming.
He's not one.
Oh,
All right, Birdman, no yawning on stage. I saw that.
He's not on stage. He's yawning in Houston.
No. When he's on screen, he's on virtual stage.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hey.
Who's next? You're
It's a new
music
voice.
stand. We don't have a music stand. You could use a chair, maybe a stool. We used to have we used to have two music stands, but
Wow.
I think they conveniently walked away one night.
Yeah.
Okay. Does that guitar plug in?
Wow.
Who's doing that?
In the bar just logged on.
All right, for those of you at home, Ernie B is doing what Ernie B does. He's going to help our new musician mic up his instrument. Now you could take this time to get a drink special, what are they, Jacob? I think they're still mimosas, $4.
This is an original song. My name is Liam. Hi. This is called Better by You. Getting hanging lately, want her to be my lady. I have a couple reasons to get up in the morning, turning on the grooves, Bobby, looking for the music. I'm right about you, right about you. Ooh, Owney, baby, I'll tell you you're pretty. I feel I need to be the guy in that seat. I come back on Sunday, you see me Monday. Let's have a fun day, let's have a fun day. We getting chances to live it up. I'm not missing all the fun, 'cause I'm getting your real affection from the first interaction. I'm right about you, you want me to. 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 I'm right about you, it's better by you. I'm right about you, it's better by you. 'Cause you and I feel like we're flying on cloud nine without trying. Getting hanging lately, want her to be my lady. I have a couple reasons to get up early, turning on the grooves, Bobby, looking for the music. I'm right about you, I'm right about you. 'Cause I'm right about you, you want me to. I'm right about you, you want me to. I'm right about you, it's better by you. I'm right about you, it's better by you. It's better by you.
All right.
Thank you. Here's another original. It's called Snacks. What's your favorite movie to watch when it rains? She likes some good boys with good vibes, moving like she's in love tonight. The snacks are at her place, or I'll grab it on the way. Got a face on like that's it, like how much you need it. Come on and have it, it's a staying weather, it's a staying mood. I'll head over, said you got the goods. It's a staying weather, it's a staying mood. I'll head over, said you got the goods. You like what you see, and good comes to be, is what you're telling me. You think I'm sexy, you wanna talk erotic. You're looking at my upper body like you wanna climb on, like that's it, like I'm what you needed. Come on and have it, stay in weather, stay in mood. I'll head over, said you got the goods. It's a stay in weather, stay in mood. I'll head over, said you got the goods. It's a stay in weather, stay in mood. I'll head over, said you got the goods. It's a stay in weather, it's a stay in mood. I'll head over, said you got the goods, you got the goods. Thank you. Those are my 2 songs. I'm on YouTube, Liam Driscoll Official. Thanks.
All right.
See, this is where the stinger music would come real in handy. I usually have music, guys, that I play in between, performers and the host that fills up all that dead air. But the power supply for my laptop burned up, so I don't have any music. So it sounds real empty. Yeah, I got a cable for that. Are you next? Okay, I'll get it going.
All right, give it up for Liam, new voice. Woohoo!
Hey.
Alrighty, like I said, keep it safe, keep it sexy. Woohoo! See, this moment is brought to you by Mighty Mist. Not only does it disinfect mouthpieces, it's also great on microphones. So, coming up next to the stage, live from H-Town, we have Birdman 313.
Yeah.
Okay. Am I allowed to read 2
Yes, sir,
poems?
you are.
All right. This first one is from the Independence Airport prompt that we do on Mondays, and it's titled Among Us. Silence is among us. It tells nothing, yet it tells everything. We walk in silence through the graveyards, where tombstones have short stories engraved upon them. Up in the sky, the stars shine brightly, and angels watch over us. There are angels amongst us when we are feeling down. Sometimes silence is what we live for. While walking through the park, silence is felt. Walking along the beach, watching the waves and sky from a distance as they touch and seem to become one. Our minds are silent when thoughts run deep. Walking through the silent forest, listening as leaves and twigs are crushed with each step. Living in silence can sometimes be scary, but also relaxing as negative words cannot be heard and have little power. Take a walk in the desert on the hot sand to enjoy the total silence. The silence among us can be a guide to beat common failures, no matter what race, color, or culture we come from. All right. And this second one, this is new here.
New shit.
Okay.
New shit.
Okay. And it's titled The Poet. Over in the dark corner, standing 6'4", is a poet with many words. As he approaches the stage in a quiet but graceful motion, the crowd is silent. Then you hear music and see the light show while he stands alone on the stage, smiling and waiting for the music to stop. His appeal on stage is nothing like you will see with any other poet. There seems to be a magnetic force glowing around him that makes you want to listen to a nature poem. In his calm voice, he begins to read as some people close their eyes to absorb the words, which takes them to a place of the poem. A peaceful and relaxing mood is his intent is to ease your mind, to roam and be free, forgetting about the chaos that is going on for a moment. He will only take 2 to 4 minutes to send you into this trance. Chances are you are going to meet him in person or view one of his many videos. When you do, you'll be captivated by his words, soft voice, and cool smile. His quiet stride moves while his childish grin never leaves. His words are like riding the winds to the kingdom of solitude. This poet is a dreamer, soaring to new heights as he closes with his poetry, hoping, wishing, and praying that somewhere, somehow, he has been touched by his words of inspiration. Perhaps a hurting soul, a dark mind, or a broken heart has been uplifted and encouraged. He winks and says, "Thank you for your time," leaves the stage, strolls into the crowd to settle into a booth in the darkness as the host shouts, "Give it up for Birdman 313." I see you
Little
look up.
self
I, s-
gratification there.
Wow.
Yeah, I wrote that one. That's me. That's me
that
there.
was cool. I swear, when you had said strolls back into the crowd, I was picturing that whole Michael Jackson. I don't know. I don't know why. It just happened. All right, give it up for Birdman 313, live from H Town.
Hey.
If you saw him on the screen, he literally has birds as his backdrop. Yeah, and see, whenever an artist comes up on stage says, like I have some new materials, I have new shit. That's why you hear new shit, old shit. And so now that's Birdman. Now we go bird shit. It was too easy. It was too easy.
Yes,
Okay,
yeah.
so coming up next to the stage.
Yeah, and then as soon as he signs off, he's like, "Those fuckers think they're funny, don't they?"
Those motherfuckers, I can't believe that bullshit, man.
No, just kidding.
Oh,
So,
man, not like
coming
that.
up next to the stage. Wait. I want to do something. Hold on. If you don't mind. Oh,
Oh, that was my fault.
all right. No comment. Yes, it was. Coming up next to the stage, we have the legendary Masked Poet. I had to do
Yeah. Ringside with the wrestlers.
Don't worry, I'll just give her a chair shot to the back.
Oh shit.
It's on. It's on.
We should have one of those like breakaway chairs just for show.
Yeah. Crashy spine.
I took a chair shot this week. I learned how to do chair shots this week. Not that hard. They only hurt a little.
Yeah.
All right, I have a huge intro planned out, but somehow the music didn't happen.
Yeah, it's complicated, but
It's complicated, and we're not able to give you music, so. All right. So those that don't know, my name is the Masked Poet. I am a referee in training. Actually, now a full-time referee, because I have actually gotten paid to ref. I have achieved payment, all $50.
hey.
But it was a very historic card. So anyway, I'm going to read some of my wrestling written poetry inspired. I'm working on my current book, My Year in Wrestling, and this is poems from it. It's going to be a bit long because as obviously I haven't popped up in ages. It happens in a moment. Boom. The crowd goes nuts. The wave hits. A wave of emotion hits you. You know at that moment you did your job. Wrestling is absurd. It's all work. The fans know, we know, yet for that moment, it becomes real. In the fans' eyes, the wrestling, the world's greatest work sport. In the time of the plague, I see a world, first afraid, then slowly less fear, a little of this, and a lot of no. Things slowly return, first the big guys, now the smaller guys. The new normal forms, a normal I don't like, such as wrestling in the plague, a pale form of her glory self. The rules of wrestling, so simple. No hair pulling, no eye poking, no choking, no lolos. Don't forget, no punches. Sometimes going over the top rope, no pulling of the tights either. On the ropes, 4 to break, 5 to DQ. 10 count outside, so why can't they follow them? I'm ashamed to admit this. I wear a shirt every show from my favorite referee. Only there's a problem. It sees through, and I forgot my bra. You should have seen Pops. That was fixed real fast. I'm left wondering, is this a lazy journey down a pipe where dreams meet reality? For nothing feels real, yet it is. I made it to the next level. It has been a long road with much heartbreak, hard work, which is finally paying off. I did it, not once, not twice, but 3 times. I ran a full half mile, very slowly, but I did it. I'm conquering the run. This is real. This is what I keep telling myself. I thought all hope was gone. I had given up, to only at the last minute to achieve my goal to see wrestling history. Now comes the next challenge, to earn my spot. I achieved my goal. I made it to Mission Pro for the big first show. Pops has been fretting all over me. I'm nervous, excited, and ready to referee. Hard work pays off. There are moments where you realize you were destined. I had given up all hope on Mission Pro. Then at the last second, I achieved my dream. I got to be part of wrestling history. Now that my dream was achieved, I'm no longer sure what my next dream is. I know I love wrestling, but my dream of now is AEW. I have reached my limit. I can't take school anymore. The constant testosterone, the constant demand to wrestle, it's too much for me. I'm inches from saying enough. I want this nightmare over. I wish I could say enough. Sadly, I can't. The pain is unbearable. Wrestling isn't for me. Then tonight happened. The anger was there, but not as great. Still hated it. I didn't let it stop me. I do enjoy refereeing. I let out all my rage. It's still there with others. Slowly, they are letting it out, pushing me harder to show my love to what they love, so I can love what I love, refereeing. Finally, it's starting. They're easing up on me. They're giving up. They haven't. There's been some moments which make me wonder there may be hope for this one. Pops is finally pushing me to face my fears, one hip toss at a time. I fight him, but to no avail. He has all the cards I must wrestle if I want to referee. I have a problem. I keep getting over. A referee shouldn't. Yes, yet I do. I shouldn't have fans, yet I do. The oddness of my career brought on by my actions. Whoops. I never thought this would happen, yet it happened. I was awarded an award for my refereeing. I'm honored, pushing me to work harder, smarter on my refereeing. Thank y'all. You can see me on October 24th get busted open at APW Arena when we have the big Halloween show. Come out and try. It's going to be a fun show. Lots of gimmick matches, and I'm going to try to persuade them to let me bust open my head.
Bum 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 ba da da bum 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 da 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 bum 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 da 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 bo 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 bum
It's
bum
nice.
bum da 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 da.
They made it back.
All right,
Hooray.
give it up for the masked poet. I swear, I almost feel like going to go. Honestly, if there was like an amateur wrestling where I could be completely covered in bubble wrap, helmet, boots, that kind of thing, I'd try it.
Just go out in one of those big balls, those big
Yeah,
inflatable.
one of those big bubbles that you kind of run around in. Yeah, I'll do that.
What movie was that where Richard Pryor comes out? I think it was Richard Pryor. He came out because he was an amateur boxer, but he came like completely wrapped in foam and stuff or something. Was that Richard Pryor? I can't remember.
I'm not sure. I'm sorry, what were you saying?
Nah, it wasn't no Richard
It
Pryor.
wasn't. It was somebody else.
As long as I'm covered in like a foot of padding.
I know what you're talking about. I can't. Right now, man, my mind is
I'm a
not
giant
even
wuss. What can I say?
10 years back. So it's farther back.
I might need my memory, especially since I have kids. Yeah, I might forget who they are. Yeah.
You'll be a parent all your life, so you can't forget.
Nah. Like I said, I'm a giant wuss. Alrighty, so oops. Okay, sorry about that. Coming up next, dare I say, we have another new voice.
New voice.
Coming up next.
The air. Oh, I don't have my effects. Boo. I was gonna do my.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, I hope I say your name right. Coming up next to the stage, we have Casimira. Yes, I said it. Casimira.
Yes.
Boom, 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 ba-da-dum,
Okay.
boom, 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 ba-da-dum, boom, 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 ba-da-ba, boom, 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 dum, boom, dun, dun. That's all I'm gonna do.
So far,
She's making her way to the
bring
stage.
out eventually.
Hello. Woohoo.
Uh,
Okie dokie. I have a couple poems um, that I'm going to say. This is my first time at an open mic, so woohoo. Okay. My first poem is about hands, and I just really like hands. I think they're very symbolic, so it's pretty short, but okay. My hands. Every year I look at them. They've grown, they've changed, they've gotten wiser. They look the way my mother's hands used to look. Wise, elegant, slender, full of life. It's the only part of me that I can immediately look at and see the effects that time has had. Now, it's a little forward to be thinking about time and its effect. I'm only 21, but sometimes I'm in awe. I still remember my baby hands at 16. Sometimes I miss them, feeling trapped in someone else's body, fading away as my 16-year-old memories emerge. Okay, that was my first poem. So, okay, cool. This next poem I wrote like 2 months ago,
oh,
and it's called Dear Friend. Dear friend, I wish I could say something about you, but I was just desperate and silly, sad and tired, bored and procrastinated. Somehow I found you with your pointed slope nose, your angelic moon face, your moppy brown hair, your lanky tall frame. Sweet, playful smile. I guess you were loving enough to play with me, kind enough to entertain me, adorable enough to sing to me. But don't think I didn't notice your affinity for sweetly cut jackets, your groomed hair, the honey by your desk, your gleamingly clean bathroom, the neatly organized boxes underneath your bed. Don't think I didn't notice how you picked up your dad's lover's call on the very first ring, or how you played video games with your boss. Don't think I didn't notice how you wanted to find my lost wallet without hesitation, without feeling like I ruined the night. Don't think I didn't notice how you wanted to get velvet taco with me, even though I knew it wasn't your cuisine of choice. Don't think I didn't notice the loyalty to the friend that moved you out here, or the eagerness to see him in the first place, or how, or how when we first met, I almost crashed us both. Don't think I didn't notice your crush on that ultra cool Sailor Moon bartender chick. Don't think I didn't notice the street smarts you possess with that drug dealer, or the way that you patiently explained to me what the term Bitcoin meant. Don't think I didn't notice how you brought me food when I forgot money, or how my essence mingled, melting into yours unknowingly. Don't think I didn't realize that we had nothing significant at all to say to each other, or that I still didn't wish that your eyes would meet mine. That's it. Thank you.
oh.
I'm thinking about something else. I'm doing engineering
Yeah.
things over here.
He's a sound engineer. He's got a lot on his mind.
Well, because we got a new iPad back here. Because my other one's about to explode. It looks pregnant because the battery is all warped, is like puffed. It's about to explode. So I gotta move all the files, all the lighting program files and everything into the new iPad. And so I'm doing that right now. So I'm not on my hosting
You're-
game.
you're
That's
not-
what you guys are for. You're the hosts.
You're not on your A game, but you're supposed to give us that dun 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 dun.
Well,
dun.
Ernie.
there's no music, huh?
Okay, wait, guys. Before we go
Ernie.
off on a tangent, give it up for Casimira.
Woo! First time.
First time. Oh, one thing I wanted to say about your poem, the gleaming clean bathroom, that is hot. That is so hot. Oh my God, I was like, I'm gonna have to ask Ernie something when we get home, because when I think of clean bathrooms, I'm like, baby. Okay, I'm sorry.
What were you? So you
Damn.
gonna ask me something?
Yes, I want to go ahead.
So I was like, so you Big Bang Hank now with the iPads, huh?
Oh yeah, man. No, seriously, this one of my red iPads. I mean, it's so bloated. The
Hold it
screen.
up to the camera. Hold it up
Here,
to
let
the
me see
camera.
if you can see this or not. Oh, hold on. Oh crap.
Look at it.
See how warped it is?
Okay.
Made in China.
The batteries literally push the screen out of the frame. It's like warped up. You know, and it's
Really?
about to explode any day now. So,
My phone was doing that before Ernie B fixed it.
yeah, but I mean, these are
Wow.
old. These iPads are. This one in particular is over 10 years old, so it was time for a new one anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's something I've never seen that before. That's why I thought you were saying
No,
it for a
I'm
joke.
serious.
Oh, no.
Because see, the batteries like in your phone and in your lap and your iPads, they're encased in this. They're sealed in this really tight plastic container. Because when the batteries start to leak, when they say explode, they mean leak. Then they emit a gas,
Okay.
and it gets trapped in that plastic bag, and the bag doesn't tear. It just starts to bloat, and it only bloats so far, and eventually it'll fail, and then and all these fumes and stuff will come out, and you're out of luck. But so yeah,
Yeah, I really didn't know. I just know that, like on my computer, everything, like every video, every poem I do, I always save it on, a hard drive or flash
it's always good to
drive.
have a backup.
And because,
It's always good to have a
Huh?
backup because you never know what can
Yeah.
happen. And with this lighting program, it's stored on the lighting on the application itself, but then I stored it again like in my notes, a separate file. So I got to email that file to myself so I can download it onto the new iPad.
hey man, hey, can I ask you something? Can't nobody hear us, can they?
No room's listening to us.
What's up with hot
She's on
tamale?
drugs.
She's doing Tai Chi.
I'm just
Yeah.
doing something while you guys are going off on a tangent about gear, Ernie B.
When we were talking about beer,
I was just curious. I didn't know batteries could swell. I didn't know
that's where
that.
the term "explode" comes from. Oh, it's my battery. My phone's going to explode.
Okay.
That's what that is. And it's a
Okay.
it's a nauseous gas. I had one happen to me, and I got a whiff of that. Whew, you don't want to smell that. It's not healthy.
Really? That's good to know. Now I know I need to go get me a new phone, a new computer, and a new tablet.
Honestly, I would love to try Tai Chi, but in essence, I was just doing, the monks on Doctor Strange. That's kind of that was my impression.
Actually,
Okay.
there's a lot of sites out there that offer like free data storage offline. It's almost better for you to back up your stuff off site in case like a catastrophe, like your house burns down. Debbie, I'm talking. That's annoying.
That's why I had about 8 flash drives and 2 externals, and I keep all my stuff. I keep it all updated. So like when I leave the house, I have everything with me just in case if something happens, I still have it all
that's
with me.
good though, because you have it on a separate thing. It's not just in one location. But yeah, I've been thinking about doing
Right.
the offline backup too. But I got like 9 terabytes of data, so it's like I have to pay. When it's that much, you have to pay for it. But like I said, if there's something catastrophe like your house burns down or something terrible like that, you can access it online from a separate site, another server. But that's
Right,
more for like
right,
critical
right.
data and stuff, I guess. But anyway, enough of my yakking.
Yeah,
Let's
well.
back to the show.
Yeah.
All right, so
I want to hear what Reggie
yeah,
got to
I
say.
know that's who I was getting ready to introduce until until Gearhead started talking.
No, this is your fault because you're the ones that come on, Ernie. I was over here trying to do my thing, and you got me talking about this. So there.
I'm sorry, Hot Tamale. I asked him a
Well,
question.
you're not getting the benefits of me thinking about clean bathrooms later. So, coming up next to the stage, live from North Carolina, Greensboro, in fact, give it up for Reggie Goodwin.
Thank you. I got some new shit and some old shit.
Give us some music.
Okay, so the first one is The Sunken Place. And if you don't know what that means, you'll get the cultural reference as I go through the piece. Jordan Peele introduced us to The Sunken Place in a tongue-in-cheek parody of a horror movie called Get Out. It was a warp in time and space of never-ending darkness, genesis by ignorance, essentially a brainwashing technique. Peele said, "The sunken place means we're marginalized. No matter how hard we scream, the system silences us." After a series of microaggressions, leaving one exhausted from logical reflection, Sambo from Harriet Beecher Stowe is conjured, as well as those who follow Uncle Ruckus, no relation from Aaron McGruder's The Boondocks. If you can't beat them, join them. Join pursuit of Harriet Tubman against those fleeing from captors, lobotomized by Stockholm Syndrome, always the contrarian. Vernon Jones is body surfing COVID at Georgia Klan rallies, though high and lifted atop a sea of MAGA lunacy. Brother Jones is officially in the sunken place contingency. Kanye went from George Bush don't like black people after the devastation of Hurricane Katrina to wearing the MAGA mark of the beast, hugging evil incarnate. At 2, Ice Cube of NWA, straight out of Compton fame. From fuck the police, arrest the president, to fuck the people and get the Benjamins. A realm beyond time and space after sociopaths lobotomized the oppressed, thinking themselves shielded from the blood of the innocent, stolen from the mother continent, genesis by ignorance, essentially a brainwashing technique, excusing your selfish greed. I paraphrase Oliver Cromwell, "You have sat too long for any good you have been doing lately. Depart, I say, let us have done with you. In the name of God, go, get out."
Yeah, that's really
I'm going to
good.
talk to you later, Reginald, because you mentioned somebody's name that I always had respect for, and now it's kind of like I really don't. You know what I'm talking about?
Trying to change your
You talking about
perspective
Q?
on something?
Yes.
Yeah, he got played. Okay, this one is from 2010, so it's a 10-year-old shit.
10-year-old shit.
It's called Ode to Sinclair Lewis. Sinclair Lewis said, "When fascism comes to America, it will be wrapped in the flag and carrying a cross. I am at a loss that his prose was prophetic. On the steps of the Lincoln Memorial on the anniversary of I Have a Dream, Glenn Beck and Sarah Palin inaugurated a scheme of what previously had been the gathering steam of a lunatic right-wing fringe, also known as the Tea Party, swiping Martin's noble dream from the auspices of 1963, when we had no civil rights, when we had no voting rights, totally using his niece in a public relations peace effort, dismissing the plight of generations denied basic human rights, and stating that blacks don't own Dr. King. Well, we never tried. The purveyor of fringe hate radio, recovering alcoholic and drug addict, twice dropped out of college, and seeks to dispense his brand of knowledge online for him a prosperous fee. A previous runner-up beauty queen, a college graduate who took a trip through 5 universities for 1 degree, a brief mayor of Wasilla, and a half-term governor of Alaska. Now we consider that even her Facebook updates and tweets are ghost-written, can wink and nod at the camera, lambasting the lamestream media for being sexist, and pulls the Jedi mind trick of talking about the same being impotent and limp without so much as demanded apology, because the abused stepchildren of the body politic, more concerned with ratings, sales than truth, have lowered their self-esteem below being the critics of obvious lunacy. Just in time for the 2010 elections, the honor that needs restoring is declaring war against the cradle of civilization, Iraq, or as stated in the Bible, Ur of the Chaldees. The Chaldeans had a high literacy rate, the envy of Western nations, and under Saddam, despite his previous U.S. finance tyranny, had a paid paternity leave policy for up to 1 year. Now, bomb back to not the Bill O'Reilly Wolf of Sponge Wash Stone Age, but a Badlands created by our own lies and making. The formula to create a fascist state by Jean-Marie Le Pen from Freedom Fries, France. First, you convince the masses that they are in great danger. Le Pen used immigrants as his boogeymen. Then you promise to save them. Perpetuated in its modern incarnation by the Project for a New American Century, reborn like the phoenix, or as I like to conclude, gum on civilization's shoe, and we wink and nod, cry and preach ourselves into a weighted tyranny that will be a millstone around our necks. Even Jesus said, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. I am at a loss. Fascism has come to America, wrapped in a flag and carrying a cross.
That's the truth. Yeah.
Yeah.
God bless atheism.
Hey,
Where are they? Where are these hosts?
get on stage.
They're out there.
Can't see.
You guys might not want to like sit in the absolute back part of the room. Huh?
Yeah.
I gave you the
Yeah.
spray. Here, take this one. Like they're sitting like
Running.
completely in the back of the room, so it takes them a long time to get up
That's
to the
no
stage.
Oh.
We got a stage full of emptiness.
All right. Give it up for Reggie Goodwin.
All the way from
Yeah.
North
We're
Carolina.
ready.
Yes. Cool. So, coming up to our stage, she actually was one of the voices that premiered when we reopened. Coming up, we have Sydney.
Yay, Sydney.
Okay.
And
Is
while
she gonna
Sydney
need-
is tuning up,
How about a joke? You know any jokes?
Yeah.
No, it'll be funny
Lost.
because I know he doesn't know any. So
So,
I don't know. I just flew in from an alternate dimension on this side of Venus, and boy, are my arms tired.
no any jokes, you're right.
All right, man.
Do I have a poem? I don't know.
Again.
okay. Yes, sir.
Ernie. Just say something. You funnier than who just told the joke? Oh, never mind. I don't want to. You know what? Lane is cool with me. I can't do him like that, but your jokes are funnier.
But see, the fact that he doesn't know a joke, that's funny.
Yes.
Oh,
Sometimes
okay.
I'm unwittingly
All
funny.
right. Lane cool with me. You know, hey, he all right.
Sometimes the humor just flies out of my mouth, but not always.
Lane, don't
Yeah.
point the microphone straight into the ceiling. Point it at your face. You always do that.
Well, maybe the ceiling has important things to say.
No, because it makes my job hell. And then you leave him like that, and then the next performer comes up and the microphone's pointing into the sky.
Oh, oops.
Boys.
Point it at your face,
Boysenberry.
Lane, not up. See how my microphone is? It's pointing
Yeah.
at my mouth. Tell you, man, 11 years we've been doing this.
Almost. Oh,
Okay, let me get up there and plug her in.
Hey, anybody play the Pick Six on that sports app? Okay, nobody answer. I guess I'm the only one that plays it, and I lose every week. Okay, nobody
Then why,
answered.
then why do
Okay,
you keep playing?
nobody wants.
I don't lose none
Oh,
because
okay,
it's
whatever.
free. I'm trying to get Terry Bradshaw money. That's all. So I've been playing for the last how long the season been? 4 weeks, and Hey man, you know what? I can't even break even, man. The teams I pick, and it's always been the teams I pick always lose. Then when I don't pick them, they
Okay,
win.
so let me hear you test out your keyboard there real quick. Can you guys hear that over there?
Yeah, we
Yeah. Okay, there's no winners. I know they picked the same like I did. But they picked Green Bay.
maybe I'll come back up. Yeah, I'll come back up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sydney, everyone. And her fantastic traveling keyboard. Actually, I got a closer look at it last week, I think, and noticed one of the keys had suffered some damage. Or a couple of them, actually. And she still plays it. Oh, there's Reggie.
Yes, let's hear it for Sydney. Cool. So, coming up to our stage, we have the fluted magic wonder of Eddie Navarro.
Eddie, yay!
Hey.
Man, I gotta fix that stinger music.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
this is
double.
getting. Yeah,
Dull.
dull is the word for it.
Yeah.
Very excitable
Yeah,
people.
we'd like to
and
remind you
nothing's
all
happening.
this show is free, so. Yeah,
Can't afford it.
oh yeah, don't forget to tip the bar too. Pimp
We
the
now
bar.
tip
Oh,
it.
I don't pimp the bar. You guys pimp the bar. I don't know how to pimp the bar. I never pimp the bar.
I didn't
But I
say
don't.
pimp. I said, where are you going to
I
drop?
gotta get echo going on here soon. Reverb. Are you gonna read something
Yeah.
first?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Can you hear me? Is everybody in?
Yeah.
Yes.
Ceremonies
No,
about to
we're-
begin.
Jim Morrison.
Okay, that's better. It's my first time up here, y'all. So give me a cup.
Oh, liar.
I thought you was there last week.
Twin. See,
Yeah, that was you.
glasses. It's a different person. That was my brother.
Sure.
Okay.
So this is.
Oh, wait, before you start, it's best to keep the mask on.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's right.
it's preferred. Thank you.
Visually speaking.
Yeah.
This is feels like an eternity. Vivid nothing. Feels like an eternity since I've seen your face, while the green vines in the empty streets are overgrowing, losing grace. I feel like I'm fading over you, praying for the vines to wither away. Our captors of toxicity shove me down the rabbit hole, a free-falling void of obscurity. Into the future you, the demon wouldn't let you see. Antichrist stole the seeds, searching so long to catch a breath, praying to hold you tight, shelter you from the storm that we've been fighting in what feels like an eternity to set you free again. It feels like an eternity to set you free, to fly with me, to set you free, to fly with me, to set you free. Hold you tight and safe, cry with you, fly with me. Higher vibrations, try with me. Leave all behind, fly with you.
Mm.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Give it up for Lane Thompson.
Let's hear it for Eddie Navarro.
Well done.
That was on one breath.
That was
Yes.
good. Proud of you.
Cool. So first I'm going to, as Hatamali said, pimp the bar. Remember, there are lovely, delicious treats, drinks, and stuff that you can get over there at the bar and, pay money for it. I'm not very good at this, but Hot Tamale has a more kick-ass approach. My approach is, so who's all drinking? Cool.
Yeah, just buy a bunch of crap, all right?
Yes.
It helps pay for the power and the light and air conditioning. Just buy stuff.
Buy stuff. And before I introduce the next poet, I will reiterate the rule about masks. Just remember when you're running around the cafe, just remember to wear a mask on. And if you're, of course, don't wear a mask if you're eating and drinking, but just eat and drink in one place. And I think that's about it. Oh, and of course, if you're, if you have a flute or something, you don't have to wear a mask, but just make sure you put it back on immediately afterward. I feel awkward now.
Don't whisper on the mic. That's irritating.
What?
Don't whisper on the microphone.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to make funnies after I made that comment.
But then nobody can hear you if you whisper.
I know.
So it's not funny. So what's the point?
I'm trying to be relatable.
See what I'm doing? That's funny. See, you laughed.
Yes.
And I'm just making this up.
I know.
Aren't we all?
It's not like we rehearsed this or anything.
No excuses at all.
Wasn't there okay. Oh, hey, we have a new voice next.
We do.
Yes.
Shiny and new.
I know.
Crisp and clean.
It's all shiny and new. And yes.
Okay. Can we hear them?
It can be. But, so, coming up next, first time here on this stage, we have got Josh the Poet.
Woohoo!
Okay, hello everybody. Can you hear me good?
Yes, Josh.
Yes, sir.
One question before I start. Would you mind if I did 2 poems? All right, cool.
No.
Dude,
All right, this first poem is called Family Tree. Often when I walk, I come across this great and ancient tree. With expansive branches and flowering leaves, I sometimes stare and begin to think, if it was our tree, Mother, you'd be the roots. An invisible life force, you give us green leaves and fruits. Sometimes you're taken for granted and we don't always see you, but you are our anchor and we'll always need you. If it was our tree, Grandmother, you'd be the trunk. You face so many forces and still have not sunk. Firm and rigid, straight up and tall, in the face of all problems, you'll refuse to fall. Made up of bark and grounded in dirt, you taught us to stand with a beat down or hurt. If it was our tree, sister, you'd be the birds. You love to sing and make sure that you're heard. Perched in a nest, seated high up above, without you, we'd be lonely and lacking in love. You see, you are the bees that nurture our flowers. Because of you, we have nectar, sometimes sweet, sometimes sour. If it was our tree, then I'd be the branches. Spread out and wide, a sea of new chances. Far up above, I know sometimes I seem distant. Just know I'd never truly leave you, not even for an instant. You see, you all give me life, and you all make me smile. I hope that we can build a forest that will last for a while. If this is our tree, then we are thick and strong, a sea of intertwined connections, elaborate and long. Years in the making, there are things we've done wrong. We've cracked and we've split, and yet some birds still sing our song. Thank you. All right, this next poem is called Mama's Boy. There's a running joke that I was made in a petri dish, that I swam through plastic before a body, a test tube baby they call it. I don't blame them. Artificial insemination, they call it, is a funny thing. When they laugh, I tell them better a lab than a bar, a bed without the memory, a birthday night with too much fun, a relationship without the faith, a clinic. I tell them better to have been part of a plan than the result of a mistake. But lately, I've been thinking, I'm not so different from so many. Fatherless and colored, people often ask me if it's a rough topic to talk about, as if the words would cut my tongue as they passed. Is it hard? How do you deal with it? Do you want a father? How do you learn to be a man? Now I'm speaking for single moms, babies, for the victims of abandonment, for those subject to that stereotype, for those better off without the man of the house. We're grateful for the single mom's struggle. The lonely nights filled with love, that one parent could live both parts or realize that there's only one that's needed. The one that raises well, like good bread in an oven, enough heat and enough nurture to make something strong and tough, but warm and soft enough to feed the world, something that will make it smile. My mama makes me smile, makes me laugh. She made me tough and rough and gentle, sharp and strong and light, cool and calm and kind. She's drawn tears from my eyes and cleansed the blood from my skin. Told me I did well, told me I knew better, told me I was the only man she ever needed. Don't you tell me I need a father. I've met a million men, and the good ones' heartbeats live inside of me. I can throw a ball and a punch, in the latter I am better than. I can talk, I can walk, I can drive, I can shake hands. I'm still alive, and ain't that a blessing? Because my mama taught me how to survive. Thanks to her, I know how to speak from my heart, to listen with my soul, to think with my head, to love the world as I love myself. Thanks to my mother, I'm a man. I'm a role model and a star. I've dreamed big and made it far, and I'll be damned if she ever let me give up. I have my mother's eyes, and I carry her teachings in my smile, her wisdom in my stride, her strength in my spine. One day, if a child should have mine, he will know that his father was raised in a house full of women, and that's where he learned what it is to be a man. That her mother's love was the love that put it all together, that it all began with her, and it's her voice they hear in their courage, that his childhood is what made daddy who he is, and it will be pride in my voice as I say it. Single moms, babies know resilience, independence, and bravery. My single mom once told me all she ever wanted to be was a mother. All she ever wanted to have was a child she could love, and all she ever needed to achieve it was herself. She once said that God is all around us. I recognize him in your arms. I know now that his name is not God, it is love. Thank you.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Come on, Birdman, get back there. Well, we're ready, but our hosts are missing.
Lane is running to the stage, his hair flowing in the wind.
It's not a wig.
Yes, yes. Give it up for Josh the poet.
Hey, Josh. Yes, good.
And Tom, apparently our unofficial host.
Okay.
So coming up next, actually, I think coming up next, we have another new voice.
Another new voice.
Dude,
Yes.
voice?
Incredible.
I know.
Better believe it, babe.
How's that even possible?
It's all things are possible.
Possible.
So, I'm hoping I'm saying the name right. Coming up next, once again, the first time on this stage, we have Raisha. Raisha.
Wonderful. That's the spirit. Give him the clap.
Didn't sound right, Tom.
I know, but it's free.
Hi, everyone. Is everyone
Yes.
doing well, I hope?
Yeah.
Good. That's good.
Yes, sir.
Well, during this pandemic, I had some surgery done. I haven't really been working, and I've been writing, and so I just wanted to come out and express some things that I've been writing.
Wonderful.
All right. I don't have a name for it. I just was writing. Raisha. Yeah. All right. And this is my first time.
Yay, welcome.
Yes.
I'm not a dreamer, but I dream about reasons. In life, when I deleted demons, when they committed treason, looking back on it, I guess it wasn't our season. My visions be so vivid, even with my eyes wide shut, my eyeballs are bleeding. Unable to articulate what I'm seeing, it's like life is fake and I'm a spiritual being. Not human though, flying through the world, this an angel flow. Heaven gets me up, but gravity takes me low. I don't clean the streets, so no need for a street sweeper. I only chill with elites that know how to pray deeper. And I've learned just because she's got nice teeth and great features doesn't mean she's always a keeper. She could be smiling, full of demons, smiling with a mouth full of semen, but to you she seems she's worth keeping because she keeps on pleasing. Unseen is the legion she uses to creep in, using your soul as a beacon, allowing undesirables to keep on eating is draining, life force depleting. So I ask myself again and again, what's the reason?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We like it.
That was great.
Give it up for Raisha.
Raisha,
New
yeah.
voice.
New
Yeah.
voice?
New voice.
Yeah, jolly good.
We actually have a pretty good little crowd here tonight.
We do.
I know we're kind of, everyone's getting used to the new normal, you know,
Yes.
and the crowd's trickling back. And but it's a good thing, you know. It's good to get out, but stay safe, you know.
And later on, we'll have another new voice. But first, I am bringing back up to the virtual stage our. I'm not sure how Tamale puts it, but our live wire from down under.
Oh, yeah. I know that.
We have got Mr. Tom Moon.
Yay! Thank you so very much. You know, it's complicated. It's really complicated. We're all in a relationship and it changes. It really changes. There's no longer any hold or hug anymore that can stop the COVID. Other ages, railroads, pioneers, they had swamps, damsels in distress, dragons, dinosaurs in power. They too were in a relationship. Now the closest thing to you is your smartphone, through which you flurry and text and tweet. A friend is someone who will lend you $10 when needed. Facebook fails us. Data collection for algorithms, tracking device for cell phones, third parties, days disappear and are never seen again. We can't go back. Museums charge admission. Who mentions the working class when seeking middle class eco relief? Who dare mention trade unions to corporate office? Somewhere, someone remembers and seeks to make an elementary fairness clause in contracts. Verboten. Suits in lawsuits. Civil war and civil lawsuits. Fractures by eco warriors. Oil is thicker than blood, is thicker than water, is tears for the freshly departed. She says her trust is in the we the people, just like Carl Sandburg said, the people, yes. Just like Walt Whitman said, I number multitudes. And all those beatific beats, poets, artists, novelists, travelers, pilgrims, with a spirit purpose, winged, wide and wonderful. You may be a librarian in your heart, but you may also be a book. This is your only life. You better make more memoirs, quick. We are all in relationship tonight, but it is complicated, right? It's complicated. Well, enough there. I'll do another one. This is called the Desk Calendar Cliches for 2020. You better move. You better take your stillness with you, like Willie Nelson. Hold it like a feather in a temple. Immerse yourself in forest bars, in sunshine and in afternoons. Steal mornings for fresh beginnings. Ask for the right to give more. Be at peace with the banana, pineapple, mango, and avocado. Also the salad, fruits and nuts and various vegetables. Extend connections into, through, beyond, and within all worlds. Bridge silence with deeper silences. Speech with song and significance. Act as if you're not acting, just being and becoming. You are the door, the windows, the floor, the foundations of your body politic. Don't seek peace, be peace. It's your best gift to your multiple selves. Seek new desk calendar cliches. Write your own Hallmark cards. Smile. You've just discovered more reasons for smiling. Just imagine you're on that beach heading down to the oceans. Go deep. Somewhere makes you happy. Someone makes you happier. Feel the happiest you have ever felt. You don't need a reason. Write your own ways of beaming in this world tonight. Here you are tonight at Kick Butt. Take this happiness with you at all times. It does not need to rhyme. Thanks, Annie. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Are they around? Are the hosts?
They were applauding over here too.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yes.
Thank you for
Let's hear
applauding.
it for Tom Moon.
And we were
Well, well.
and we were signing up another performer.
Yes.
What? Yeah.
And first, I am bringing up yet another person from the virtual stage.
Yeah, for those
Oh,
for
yeah.
those of you new to the venue, we are streaming live on Facebook and YouTube, and we have participants that are logged in via Skype. So we have a fellow Austinite on Skype. We have someone from North Carolina and from Houston. So and they can see and hear us, and we can. You guys can't see them, but we can hear them. I'm working on the video.
Yeah.
I need video monitors up on the stage. I'm working on that. It's not in the budget right now.
Budget? What budget?
What's a budget?
So, flying in from H-Town, we have got we got on wings. We've got Mr. Birdman 313.
Yeah, Birdman. Hey, you muted. Now,
Oh no!
Oh, you muted.
how can that be? Birdman, sing to us. We can't hear you, man.
Okay, Lane, you the only one can say Mister. Everybody else just say Birdman 313. I'm gonna let you slide with that.
That's
Okay,
nice.
this one here is another one from Independence. It's called Admiration. When the dawn kisses the dew on all things that grow, and the first sensual thought questions any relevant notions of how time flows. Dreams may shatter as Onway goes. She doesn't realize that I have been breaking in various colors, making sure her skies would never run out of sunsets. I whispered words that made her break out into generous smile. Should we hide a torrid affair from the closet ghost as the bashful moon peeks through from behind the clouds? Paint the earth with beautiful eyes of darkness for the world to admire. For the moment, does time stand still when we all in pure admiration, in a dreamland, and in wonder where the purest form of love exists? It is in these moments we experience a different galaxy where indeed time does stand still.
More.
More. One
And
more.
the next one is titled The Wall Stands. Just as easily bruised as the tender voice in me, the flame that let me find my voice, the feeling that was willing to risk the wrath of my anger. No one has been more patient with me. Through the peaks and valleys, I have been able to call. Are you provided with my armor? When my spirit is frail, we walk miles of road to collect a solid pillar in my foundation, like a whisper of an old song, a warm night with candles burning. If I close my eyes, I can still feel the warm passion. Never have I known such intensity surge through me like a tidal. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
yeah.
you.
Birdman 313, ladies and gentlemen.
That's Mr.
As
For
Lane,
Birdman 313.
as Lane frolicked back up to the stage.
Frolic. That's
You should see him. You should see him. He's like bouncing his hair. His hair's getting pretty shaggy there. Look at that.
I
That's
know.
coviditis.
This look is called quarantine.
Oh yeah.
Not exactly soul glow, is it?
I'm gonna pretend. I'm gonna get back to work over here.
So you heard him earlier today, ladies and gentlemen, actually earlier tonight. And returning to our stage, we have Liam.
So now this time I'll be doing a cover. Jack Johnson's Banana Pancakes.
And don't forget about the drink special tonight, folks.
Well,
Jacob,
can't
what's the
you
drink
see that
special?
it's just raining? There ain't
Bloody
no
Marys
need
and
to
mixed drinks,
go
$4.
outside. But just maybe you hardly even notice when I tried to show you this song is meant to keep you from doing what you're supposed to. Waking up too early, maybe we could sleep and make you banana pancakes, pretend like it's the weekend now. We could pretend it all the time. And can't you see that it's just raining? There ain't no need to go outside. But baby, I holla ukulele. Mama made a baby. Really don't mind the practice, cause you're my little lady. Lady, lady, love me, cause I love to lay here lazy. We could close the curtains, pretend like there's no world outside. We could pretend it all the time, yeah. And can't you see that it's just raining? There ain't no need to go outside. Ain't no need, ain't no need. Rain all day and I really, really, really don't mind. Can't you see, can't you see? Rain all day and I don't mind. But the telephone is singing, ringing, it's too early, don't pick it up. We don't need to, we got everything we need right here, and everything we need is enough. Not so easy, but the whole world fits inside of your arms. Do we really need to pay attention to the alarm? Wake up slow, wake up slow. But maybe a hollow ukulele, mama made a baby. Really don't mind the practice, cause you're my little lady. Lady, lady, love me, cause I love to lay here lazy. We could close the curtains, pretend like there's no world outside. We could pretend it all the time, yeah. And can't you see that it's just raining? There ain't no need to go outside. Rain all day and I don't mind. Can't you see? You gotta wake up slow.
I like that one.
Nice song. Mysterious disappearing host, where are you tonight? Come forward.
There he's frolicking again.
Frolic up.
So, let's hear it for Liam.
Yay.
Well, yay.
I just kind of want to do that because I think I frolicked my hair all over the mic. So,
Frolicking again.
So coming up next, we actually have another new voice.
Yeah.
Another new voice.
Yes.
How can this be?
It's happening.
It is. So let's hear it first time here on the stage. We have Belton.
Yay.
Yay.
My act requires me to
Please keep
have my mask off.
Please keep your mask on.
Oh, we have to have
Yes,
the mask
please.
on. All right.
Thank you.
On with the show. I don't know if anybody noticed, but the NBA Finals just ended like last week, and the Lakers got a championship. And in the NBA Finals, we kind of saw two systems of failed load management. Load management is a term used to preserve the best parts of a player so they're best when they're in the biggest moments. So there's two systems. You got the Clippers, you got Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. They blew a 3-1 lead. But you have the Lakers who won a championship, they managed to knock that out in 6. So I figured, why not do the same thing? I've been out of work for a couple months, so I say, hey, I need to be load managed back into the workforce. So there will be no back-to-back Fridays. And occasionally we're going to have to kind of like split those breaks up to make sure that I'm comfortable from time to time. First joke. All right. So recently, Duke Deuce, he's a rapper right out of Memphis. He brought back crunk music. Crunk music is kin to trap music, and it's an electric, exciting kind of thing. It causes people to mosh in a sense. It's like the only time you'll see black people moshing is when crunk music is playing. So what I noticed when it first got cool in 2013, that was what we played, not in 2013, but early 2000s. That was the music that was played at the skating rinks, and, you know, we would kind of mosh to it. But I'm noticing now that I'm older, he has the same trend going. There, like when I was younger, it was okay when there wasn't like a lot of females at the party because you had that crunk music to kind of lean on. Now that I'm older, I can't think of any scenario where I want to be at a party that doesn't have like a equal ratio of women to men in there. Joke two. All right, so in the pandemic, I decided to pick up this book called You're a Badass. And one of the first instructions is, if you want to get into character for a difficult conversation, you should pick somebody that you admire and kind of emulate them in that situation. And that's kind of middle of the road advice because for me, I picked Marshawn Lynch. And if you know anything about Marshawn Lynch, he's famous for handling all of his affairs like a gang member. I took that same mentality and started handling my affairs in the workforce like a gang member, and believe me, it didn't work out. But I kept my peace of mind and dignity, so I can live with the conversations that went south because, hey, at the end of the day, if you don't have something nice to say whatever you got to say on your heart anyway. Because, I mean, in reality, a short time later, I think you can land another job, but that thought that brought you peace that you said, you might as well work with it. All right. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dustin Pierce.
Thank you.
All right. What? I'm supposed to say stuff now, you know, and I've been trying to download this stupid document from my email, but I like Apple products, but I don't like Apple products because they make it virtually impossible to download a file. You know, so I'm trying to copy it into my notepad, but now it wants me to upgrade my notepad, and by logging in and updating the whole, I just want to download the file. I moved it from the one iPad to I emailed it to myself. So now I just need to download it, and I'm done. And I can't. There's no right click like on Windows when you just download and save as. They don't have that option. It's driving me crazy.
The engineers lament.
I'm stressing over here, man.
All right, give it up for Belton. Did I say that right? Kind of like the city.
Yeah.
Belton.
It's a
home of University of Mary Hardin Baylor. I only remember that because my ex went there. Sorry. Okay, so what? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I heard someone coming in. So coming up.
Yeah, me.
What?
It's all right.
Okay.
His family.
Okay, and don't forget about the drink specials tonight. Bloody Marys and mixed drinks, $4. I tell you, you have not lived until you've had a kick butt Bloody Mary.
I've never lived.
What was that?
I've never lived.
They're good.
Yeah, kick butt Bloody Mary.
Well, you need to get the drink specials then. They're $2 less.
See. That's for our bilingual audience out there.
Yeah, you just turned the SAP channel just to say yes. Mm-hmm. All righty, so coming up next to the virtual Spoken and Heard stage, because Lost in Thought is working on some new shit right now as we speak.
Oh, he is, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
He's
So
behind
coming,
me over here.
so coming up next to the virtual spoken and heard stage, we have Reggie Goodwin.
Yay.
Woo!
I'm going to start with my usual formula of new and old shit. So this
All right.
one is speaking to the times. It is just titled Zoom bombing.
Yeah.
Zoom bombers are terrorists, not the kind Osama recruited, but Al-Qaeda racist bullies, proof positive for the zombie apocalypse. From high school classrooms, congressional representatives to houses of worship, you follow the same shtick. Post two men, women, or a couple doing it, a banner saying Black lives don't matter, and a relentless loop of the word nigger. By the way, my gay friends would like you to know you're full of shit. Pornography is exploitive, whether or not heterosexual, objectifying humanity. No one benefits from it. The fact that you said our lives don't matter is a tacit admission that all lives matter was superfluous bullshit. You drooled your way through high school. If you ever got that far, you were never. You were likely special needs, but that didn't make you less a part of humanity. Then you got a social media account, a following, and arrived on Woke Island. You see beyond the third eye in the back of your head, absorbing and contributing to QAnon and other conspiracies, doubting your software expertise. You probably got the program from the GRU on Reddit. Don't know what that is? Read a book, you nitwit. The fact that the same attack is repeatedly sent tells me you copied it, not knowing what viruses you've infected your laptop with. You know your orange orangutan god is about to get sent to prison. The country has had enough of your fear and division. If you'd like to positively improve your white birth rate, whacking off in mommy's basement isn't hitting it. You think you've scared us, you piece of shit? The rest of us are voting. What are you going to do about it?
Yeah. Yeah.
I said it before and I'll say it again. Vote for Reggie Goodwin. I tell you,
I'm gonna have to get some bumper stickers for you,
I
man,
know.
and vote for Reginald. Yeah.
and I swear we could start a whole grassroots campaign on Facebook and people will be like, "Who is this guy?"
Yeah.
But see, no. But don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna try and put you in as a write-in candidate. Let's not get crazy. Because
you gotta spend some money, man.
Yeah,
you gotta spend some money.
We'll do it for the next election.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now we're just trying to get the fungus out of office right now. So we're because I mean when we have those third-party candidates, that's where it's like no. Okay.
I think he had another piece. He was
Good.
You were gonna do two, right, Jelly? Reggie?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I'll do two.
Go for it.
Yeah, this is old shit. This one is called 88.
Shit.
And this is like 11 years old. And you'll recognize what happened in the piece. He is 88, and 8 is in the English alphabet the letter H. So to shout his age, von Braun also gave homage to his muse and dark sage, Heil Hitler. He coldly mowed down a gentle giant, Stephen T. Johns, whose only real crime was HWB, helping while black. Now the brazen act is celebrated in hypertext transfer protocol on sites reflective of his dark meditations, disavowed by the heralds of the Tea Party. What twisted, dark, demented dreams does von Braun have while in critical condition, the consequence of his sick mission? 44 is not the Messiah. At 2% of the total population of presidents, he is the pariah of groups that blame their conditions on the government or the other, failing to read the first words of the preamble of the Constitution, we the people. What they despise. Their conditions are the results of decisions we the people make in November and don't follow up in December and beyond. Elections matter, and it matters if your country's leader has a C average through a pampered academic career or graduates magna cum laude and edits the Harvard Law Review. It matters if your country's leader was bailed out throughout his life by Pappy or pulled himself up as the son of a single mother by his own academic bootstraps. It matters when your wealthy friends pay the same play the same games around Memorial Day and summer vacations with the price of gas. It matters when layoffs and outsourcing make the middle class last fast. It matters when the sheer concentration of wealth never trickled down in David Stockman's wet dream fantasies, but steadily for 8 long years trickled up. It matters. It matters. It matters. I pray that as he dreams, Von Braun has vivid visions of paradise and Tartarus, the latter the result of his choice extreme, and that he is not the root of a salvo aiming at low-hanging fruit. I pray that his generation ages demographically and eschatology favors the meek inheriting the earth, and like the former Hebrew slaves before, he probably lives to see Canaan, his kind, and his hate passes away.
Hey.
All right,
Hey.
give it up for Reggie Goodwin.
Incredible.
Yeah.
I'm getting creative on sound effects with the poke menu. Hold on.
Yeah, it's real high tech.
Yeah, I know, right? See, all my life, ever since I was a little kid, I've always wanted to be a Foley artist. Does anyone know what that is?
Nope.
Okay.
Yep.
Like whenever you hear somebody walking through the gravel in a movie, there's an artist who actually like
They re-record it. Everything you hear in a
all the
movie,
sound effects, the punching, the
it's all
slapping.
re-recorded.
Okay.
I've always wanted to do that because I've always liked making sound effects on my own. So maybe
right.
one of these days you'll never know. Because if my daughter is going to be doing CGI movies, maybe she'll bring me along. All right. So Lane, come here.
Hey, Hot Tamale.
sir.
Can I say
Yes,
something?
sir.
No.
If this pandemic ever gets over, one of my granddaughters is going to communication. She's going to college to get a communication over voice. She said she's going to do a commercial for me.
All right.
So you still. I should talk to Ernie about that. Hey, Ernie, you got some tats?
Some what? Tats?
You got any
No,
tattoos?
not really. I'm like the only musician on the planet that doesn't have tattoos all
He
over.
has one
Oh,
tiny
okay.
tattoo.
Well, you don't know who I was going to talk about then. Never mind.
No, Hot Tamales, she has a lot of tats.
I actually have 10.
No.
10
See,
tattoos.
because you live down in L.A., I was going to say, where you lived at, you lived down the street from one of the most profitable tattoo artists. I know you probably don't know that, but
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, I probably wasn't aware. That was back in the 80s. When I lived there.
no.
So,
Yeah, because she stayed right there. It's on the corner, and they say and you know it's like a 6-month wait to get in to do a tattoo. So you don't know nothing about
so
it.
they got
Don't
like
worry
laid out
about
on
it.
the sidewalk or something? No, just kidding.
6
Well,
months, Ernie,
you know,
not 6
come on, Ernie.
hours.
I know, 6 months
Yeah,
on the
it
sidewalk.
takes you
dang.
6 months to get in. Takes you 6 months to
And
get
if
in
you-
to get a
And if you
tattoo.
get out of line, you got to start all over again.
So,
Yeah.
I am going to introduce the next person, another new voice.
New voice.
Let's hear it for Steven.
Yay, Steve.
Okay. I need to come up there then since you got all these new voices coming up.
Yeah, get up there.
And
Go
for
on.
those of you that are still in house, just to let you know, we need to keep our music and coffee and booze venue open. Buy shit, man. It's good shit. Buy shit at the bar. Yes,
Sweet.
I'm going to be crossing my eyes and looking at all y'all. Buy something.
I guess I'll stay home then if I got to do all that.
It's amazing pizza, amazing pretzels, nachos, Mexican Coke, you name it. I gotta go. Ernie's coming.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Right.
Hello. Can I bring this? Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, we can hear you.
You can hear me. All right. Hello. My name is Steven. I used to come here all the time. Nice place. Definitely the smallest crowds I've seen here, but it's actually much more difficult to play for a small crowd than it is to play for a large crowd, because in a small crowd you have to worry about every single perspective. So you can't lump everybody into a group. So I'm going to play a Woody Guthrie song for you. It's called Do Re Mi. Well, a lot of folks back east, they say they're leaving home every day, and that old dusty way to the California line. Well, across the desert sands, they roll across that old dust bowl. They think they're going to a sugar bowl, but here's what they find. Well, the police at the border entry say you're number 14,000 for a day. Yeah, if you ain't got that do-re-mi, folks, you ain't got that do-re-mi. Well, you better go back to beautiful Texas, Oklahoma, Georgia, Kansas, Tennessee. Well, California's a garden Eden, a paradise to live in or see. But believe it or not, you won't find it so hot if you ain't got that do-re-mi. Now you wanna buy you a house or farm, that won't do you any harm. Just take your vacations by the mountains or the sea. But don't trade that cow for a car. Better stay right where you are. Just take this little tip from me. 'Cause I look through all the want ads every day, and the headlines in the paper always say, if you ain't got the do-re-mi, folks, you ain't got that do-re-mi. Well, you better go back to beautiful Texas, Oklahoma, Georgia, Kansas, Tennessee. Now California's a garden Eden, a paradise to live in or see. But believe it or not, you won't find it so hard if you ain't got that do-re-mi.
Yeah. More.
That's a 100-year-old song. This next one is only 30. I felt like I'm just gonna do covers tonight. I got a bunch of originals, but I'm not gonna do them. 2 songs, right? Cool. All right, this one's called "Everything Is Free." It's by Jillian Welch. Everything is free now. That's what they say. For everything I ever done, I gotta give it away. Someone hit the big score. They figured it out. 'Cause I was gonna do it anyway, even if it didn't pay. I could get the tip jar, gas up the car, try to make a little change down at the bar, and I could get a straight job. I've done it before. I never mind working hard. It's who I'm working for. 'Cause everything is free now. That's what they say. Everything I've ever done, I gotta give it away. humming a song. But I don't gotta run around. I can just stay at home. I can sing a love song, a love to myself. If there's something that you want to hear, you can sing it yourself, 'cause everything is free now. That's what I say. And everything you've ever done, you gotta give it away. Someone hit the big score. They figured it out. They was gonna do it anyway. Even if it didn't pay. I got a bug in my eye.
Yeah.
Hey guys, this is where I say, come to my live shows, but there aren't any. And this is where I say, go buy my albums, but you're all broke.
It's all true. Well, he was all right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
and
we have
you
to
can
join
hear
well.
loud and clear out here. Yeah.
Yeah.
The sound system is put it this way, we do punk rock shows here. It's loud, so there was plenty of headroom.
Right.
See
But he
what
wasn't
Lee
wearing
did?
a
He
mask.
pointed the microphone up to the ceiling again. I saw you do it.
Let's hear for Stephen.
Yay, Stephen.
Yeah.
And the crowd went wild. A riot broke out, and 3
Crowd
people were
went-
killed. Man, he was really good.
What a show, what a show, what a show.
Yeah. And then you know you
Okay.
kicked ass.
Okay, what's he standing there for?
All right. So,
Oh, he's going to do his piece.
yes, thank you. Thank you, Reggie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do have new shit.
New shit.
Hot and steamy.
So coming up next to the stage, we have Lost in Thought.
Yay.
Double yay.
Right.
Fresh.
Yes. A small pressing headache that slivers a crescent to my skull. It bleeds a red, white, and blue into the wound, freshly sprouting thoughts that cut a spindled tale of oddly majestic woe, rapturing a divide that should have never been. It burns a needing for hope, a change most radical, fractured into a mold that has been standing for eons, built from stale tradition stagnated in its structure, rotted through with poisonous vines that have integrated themselves deep in the systematic groundwork, sown in through the earth when political standpoints walked between the worlds and brought to us a curse. A wound split open and grown of an independence coming out fighting, armed with steel and a fierce heart, with metallic teeth in its shadow, meant to tear the fabric of twined fabric, grown rusted in the dilapidated grit of racism, grown old and unnecessary, homophobia aged into dust that should have been blown to the wind by now, transphobia that is still struggling its hold, a dangerous ego that is shading an evil into the nation, feeding a ravaging hunger to push down, to control, giving water to corrupted seeds, welding into the earth, wanting to rot their need to dominate. Because one corrupted asshole is telling other corrupted assholes that they can be as out of control as they want. That is using his fake illness to tell you it's all okay, while he's holding kerosene behind his back to the flames that are consuming our nation. I'm afraid, but I'm also tired of being afraid. I haven't been watching the news in the last few days. I'll probably return tomorrow. Because even though I'm tired of riding this roller coaster, of the media giving me a flash of hope, saying Trump's losing one day, and then scaring the hell out of me by saying he's getting a boost the next. Our attention is necessary right now. Our knowledge is needed. And I want all of these racist, homophobic, transphobic, xenophobic, dangerously egotistical assholes out of our house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you
That
vote?
was actually kind of short for your stuff.
It was.
I was expecting a whole
Yeah.
other
Real.
like segment.
Yeah, we were waiting.
I know it, man. I was looking for another hour.
I mean, the first half.
Caught me off guard. I was like, oh wow, he's done.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know who to bring up next.
There's always the virtual
There's
people.
the virtual people. There's
Yes.
still a couple people here.
Do we? I'll say
Yeah.
this. Do we have any volunteers?
Would anybody like to go up again? You can wrestle for it.
Wrestle what?
You can have like a knife fight or something. Whoever wins goes up next.
I mean, because hey, Ernie, if you're a shark, you're a shark. Remember, you've got to stick with your own kind. Stick with your own kind.
Uh-oh, here comes Hot Tamale.
You.
Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Culver City, California. Actually, she's not, but here's Hot Tamale.
Stephen kind of inspired me to do a cover of one of my own songs. But, I mean, it's one of my own songs that is a cover. So how you guys doing? Are you guys having drink specials at home?
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
finished my gin. I'm ready to drink Kool-Aid now.
Gin and Kool-Aid? That's disgusting, Birdman.
I used to be in a band where a bass player would do that. We'd be drinking beer, and we'd go through the drive-thru to go get more beer, and he'd be out of money, so he would just get like a soda. It's like, dude, how can you drink a soda
Yeah.
after drinking beer, man? He's like, oh, it's just a Coke. Yeah, but you were drinking beer. You were just drinking a beer. Ugh. Like, I can't do that.
Okay. And I want to say that this is the first song that I've ever sang. Well, shoot. This is one of my tighter masks. This is the first song that I ever sang live at Kick Butt on the old stage. Intriguing, yes, I know, because it was actually a part of my first feature, and Ernie B came up here to help me.
Oh, that's right. I wasn't living here yet.
Yeah, you weren't. You
I
were.
drove 5 hours to be here.
That just
Wow.
means he loves me
Wow.
so much.
That's dedication there.
No, no, because I had a gig. And that,
I'm trying to help you out,
joking,
Ernie
I'm
B.
joking.
Hey, that's all. I'm just trying to help you out, saying dedication. But since you want to expose it, man, hey, go ahead.
Okay, so.
I'm teasing.
Okay. I'm sorry. It's just that I can't sing and wear glasses at the same time. I'm getting fogged. Okay.
Wow, you sound like this movie that we was watching, but I ain't gonna tell you what they said
Tell
though.
me in a minute. Tell me in a minute.
No, I ain't gonna tell you that. No.
I'm sorry. I just haven't sang this song in a long time, and I hope I remember it. Let's see. You're mine, and we belong together. Yes, we belong together for eternity. You're mine, your lips belong to me. Yes, they belong to only me for eternity. You're mine, baby, and you will always be. I swear by everything I own, you'll always, Yes, we belong together for eternity, eternity.
Yay, hot tamale, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had actually learned the guitar part for that song, and
He did.
I accompanied her. Accompanied
On a clear acrylic Samick.
electric guitar, yeah.
Electric.
That was good, Hot Tamale.
Yeah,
Thank
that
you.
was a long time ago, man. That was
10 years.
yeah.
Yeah, almost 11, really.
Like I said, I wasn't even living here yet.
Yeah, I still have a picture from that damn. If the old timers remember Betty Soto.
Remember Betty, Tom?
I wish I could say yes, but names
Well,
don't do it. If I saw her
she's
face,
living
I'd
in the
know.
Middle East now.
Yeah, she's been out there for quite some time.
Yeah, and I remember she took a couple of great pictures of that night. I kept my eyes closed the whole time. I was so nervous. I swear, the whole time I sang the song, I was just eyes shut.
You weren't even a host yet, were you?
No.
Wow, that was a long time ago.
I was not a host yet, and it was funny the way it happened. The founder of Spoken and Heard, Joe B.
All right.
Yes, that guy. And I walked over to him. I said, "So, how do I go about getting a feature?" And he goes, "You just did." I was like, "Whoop!" And it was actually the first feature of that year. I think it was like January 2nd, 2010, something like that, or
Yeah, that sounds about right.
yeah. Thank you. Oh my God. Where's Lane?
Thank you.
Where's Lane? Oh, he's behind the post. Okay, so are we gonna rotate the list?
Yeah,
Pick it up.
and they did. Oh yeah.
You wearing like penny loafers?
Those are his driving loafers.
Yes.
You guys, you probably can't see it on the internet, but he has these like.
He has these divorced father shoes on.
Yeah, like my 3 sons.
Belt is going, yeah.
By the way, Hot Tamale, I noticed how you were able to sing perfectly while being masked.
I know it's a gift because honestly, when I'm at work and I'm talking to customers, I'm shelving, I'm doing all that. Sometimes when I'm like cleaning at the end of the night, I just start singing, and I can hear one of the supervisor managers going, "Woo!" kind of in the corner. So, yeah, it's really not hard. The only problem is the glasses. I start steaming up my glasses.
That brings us back to the movie that Birdman was talking about. But I think I know what he was.
But wait a minute. And it starts steaming at the glasses, and then the breathing, you kind of feel your mask getting sucked up into your mouth, but it's...
See, that's why I like these, because
It's
they retain their form. You know, they don't flop around. So it stays round. See? And
yeah.
Well, I was showing on the camera.
I love the way he had to show it.
I was showing on the camera. And when
Yeah.
you breathe in, it doesn't move. It just stays where it's at. So it's.
But I'm wearing a tortilla mask, so mine's infinitely cooler. You just look like you've been sweeping up dirt.
Yeah, but I'm comfortable.
Okay.
He's
Okay.
comfortable.
Lane,
Yes.
were you going to bring somebody else up, virtual stage or here?
Well, what time is it? What time do we have now?
What time is it? Gee.
9:22.
Oh, wow, I burned up about 10 minutes. Yay.
9:20.
Yeah.
Yay, me.
That's what we do. We waste time.
That's right. Yes.
That's what
It's
that's
the
what you're
tr-
for.
That's what you're for. You burn time. Okay, Lane, anybody else have any stuff virtual or
Eddie
Eddie
has
does.
one.
Eddie is sending up a signal, so go
He's
for
got
it.
to load some equipment from the truck, though. Hold
Coming
on.
back up, we've got Eddie Navarro. Oh, wait.
Yay, Eddie.
Yeah.
Eddie.
Adjust the mic there for.
Hold on, Eddie. I gotta switch the mics. Huh? I want to switch mics. I have to switch the mics.
It's exciting, isn't it, Birdman?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
You gotta go down.
Anybody have anything else to say? Like they don't know
I'm
you,
listening to you.
Reginald, and myself always have something. Even if it's old, we have something to say. Oh, I didn't know she was
Yeah,
there.
I'm listening into y'all. Woo-hoo. And I'm enjoying the fan. Don't
Uh,
tell me to. Did he actually dogged me. He'll yeah.
You're my spot.
I
No,
didn't.
he did.
I did. She's in my. She's in
Yeah,
my
I know
spot.
who
I
you're
got to
talking about.
Yeah, whatever.
Thank you. I have to adjust
Is it?
just some reverb here. I'm teasing. You know, I'm always teasing. Okay, I'm not.
All right.
Which are we talking to? The easy Ernie or the serious
I had to
man?
adjust the reverb here because Eddie's so demanding. He's like, God damn it, you better get the reverb right this time. Or I'm going to meet you out in the parking lot later.
Native American, baby. He wants back.
Wow, look at him. He's got a whole setup going on now.
Yeah.
I swear, we need to get a music stand. You know, and
Yeah.
I tell you, we used to have two nice ones, Manhasset stands, those real the heavy duty ones. We had two of them, and they're gone.
Yep. They went
They
walk,
decided
walk,
to
walk.
take a walk. So those things are like $45 a piece.
Hey, so
Yes, sir.
Ernie, did you like Eddie Van Halen?
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Okay.
Of course.
I mean, I'm just starting up a conversation while
While he's getting
you
set
know,
up.
my
Yeah.
man sits up on stage. You know, I figured, you know, keep from being bored. I just asked you that
Oh, did
question.
you hear what? What's his name? Stevens. David Crosby. Yeah. When they asked him about Eddie Van Halen, he was like, "Meh." Like, and people were like, "What?" You know. I mean, even if you didn't like the guy, you respect him. I mean, he was a guitar hero.
Yeah.
He changed the way people play guitar. You know.
Yes, he did.
Dave
What a
Crosby
shithead.
has no chutzpah. He's not. He's
Yeah.
difficult.
Eddie.
Too much.
We need to keep the mask on, please. Thanks. But yeah, I mean, seriously, I mean, even like I said, even if you didn't really like Van Halen or anything, yeah, there's plenty of musicians and artists out there that, you know, I might not care for their music or whatever, but I respect the fact that hey, they're successful at it and they're very good at it. You
Yeah.
can respect it. You know.
I was really surprised who he married the first time
Oh,
though.
Valerie
That kind of like,
Valerie
huh?
Bertinelli.
Yes, I was like, man, I need to go find me some more weed to smoke and something to drink when I first heard it. But then again, I'm like, okay, you know, to each his own.
Okay, I think Eddie's ready.
Good luck. Good. Well, that was short.
Yeah, I think we started.
Thank you. Good night.
It's been great.
Believe it or not, I got hair in my mask.
You got what in your mouth?
Uh-oh.
He the one said it.
Shall we continue to fight for our country? And how can a child mourn the death of a father? That's still around. The dreams of the breath away from holding you in his arms. Won't you listen? Won't you hear me cry? Crying out to the spirits in the night. The nights glisten in the night. Send the spirits whisper. Prayer of bliss to rescue you from karma's echo loud and high, from your lonely, lonely cloud am my spirit, my country, my karma. Where are you now? Where are you now? Where are you now? Yes, I still remember you crying out. You simply come home. Don't you forget me, I'll be waiting here. Don't you forget me, as I'll always be waiting here. How can a man mourn the death of his country when it's still alive? As we continue our fight. How can a child mourn the death of his father that's still around? his arms, arms, arms. Won't you listen? Won't you hear me? Crying out to the Spirit, in the night glisten, in the night's glisten. Thank you.
Eddie Navarro. Navarro. Yeah, it was Edward Navarro there on the guitar.
Thank you, fellas. You come back now here.
Playing, playing a little on the 6-string twanger there.
Y'all come back now.
Okay, I think I figured out. I think I actually got the file downloaded for the lighting program. What? No. I figured it out. Thank you, Jacob. Jacob just served me a couple of drinks over here. And he was telling me right now. Well, most of the people have left already, but that somebody was ordering like the most complicated drinks, like
Jacob.
Can I get a this with a that and a little twist of lemon and
H.I.
And Jacob was like, "Do you want whiskey or beer?" Yeah. But he said though that the people that were here, that everyone ordered some alcohol, so the people that did show up were spending money here, and that's a good thing. And pizzas too. I saw
actually I actually did when you had gone run to the bathroom or something. I had said, "Okay, people, we're trying to support our local music venues. Get over there and buy shit. It's good shit. Buy it.
Buy it." Oh, did
Wow.
it break,
Oh,
it broke.
They might have some more on the table over there,
Yeah, I think there are some here.
free of charge.
Jacob, do we have one? Oh,
he's got a new one in
Eddie,
the wrapper.
He's got one for you.
Eddie's mask just broke the little thing around his ear.
And Jacob, the bartender, handed him a mask wrapped in plastic, sanitized for your protection.
I don't know what made me think of it when his mask broke. It made me think of
Why are you always thinking? Oh,
He's lost in thought.
Trans making new.
A red mask. Nice.
It made me think
Wow.
of all those TNA movies from the '90s with all those women running around in bikinis.
You're thinking about spring break. Sanitize for your protection.
I'm also thinking about that, but there was
Give
actually
me a break. I need a break. I need a spring break.
surprisingly, I watched a lot of those movies as a kid. A lot of those bikini TNA kind of movies.
That's the shit we would watch before we got into porn.
Yes.
See, I just went straight to porn. I didn't fuck around.
But see, I watched all those. I watched all those with my mother.
I mean, what's the point?
Oh, whoa,
If that
Oh.
With your mom.
if that didn't
Man,
tell
hey,
me,
man, you could
Okay,
have
that
kept that.
actually explains a
Coulda
lot.
kept
If
that
that
one
didn't
there,
tell
Good
me-
man.
night.
if that didn't tell me I was gay before,
Oh my God! And you admit it openly.
yes.
Okay, wait. Okay.
You can't write this shit, man.
I don't have a story quite. I
Yeah.
don't have a story quite as awkward as Lost in Thought, because how could you? But I remember when my dad came to visit me in my first apartment when I was away at school. I was so excited. I had just finished taping Raw off of HBO the week.
Eddie Murphy. Yeah.
Eddie Murphy the week before.
Yeah.
So I popped it in. My mom, my sister, my brother were all horrified But me and my dad, we've got an amazing relationship. He's the one that told me my first dirty joke. And my dad was sitting on the couch laughing his ass off.
Well, he was in the service, so I'm sure he's heard him. He wasn't.
Yeah, he was in the Navy.
Yeah, he was used to that kind of language.
It was, okay, and there's a funny story with my dad because I'm always asking him about the countries he saw when he was in the Navy. So he kind of finally shut me down and went, "Mija, let me tell you this. I saw Europe from a bar stool." And I'm like, okay. No more questions.
That reminds me of the first time I ever heard Andrew Dice Clay. I'd heard of him, but I'd never heard his material before. And so a special came on HBO or whatever, so I watched it. And he comes out, ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Dice Clay, and he comes out on the stage, you know, leather jacket, smoking a cigarette, and he's walking back and forth. He hasn't said a word yet, right? And the audience comes down, he goes up to the mic. First thing he says, "So I got my tongue up this chick's ass, right?" The first thing he says, I lost it. I was just like, and she's like, "Hey, do I know
a cigarette?
Yeah.
Come
Like
on.
that, I can't do it.
Yeah, from behind the neck. I can't do it either.
Hey, but hey, you know, you want to hear something? When I was out there in L.A., David West. I don't know if you know him. He was the writer for Richard Pryor, and he came over to my cousin's house, and we were sitting around, and he had he had 2 bottles of very, very expensive wine. We was sitting around there, and so he said, "So you from Michigan, huh?" I'm like, "Yeah." He said, "What bar?" And I told him. He said, "Well, you know, I thought it was his daughter." And he said, "She's from Michigan." And I'm like, "Yeah." He said, "She from Detroit. Do you know her?" I said, "Dude, there's 244 miles between us. Just because I'm from Michigan don't mean I know her." And he said, "Well, she's the gal. She said, you getting ready to ride with me in Hollywood. She getting ready to make us some money so we can buy some more wine." We drinking that wine. He told the jokes that he had wrote for Richard Pryor. Dude, hey man, you know what? When I got back to the house, that's when I felt the wine because he had us laughing all night long. And he said, "Oh, I got a Benz." He said, "You can sit back. You want her to sit back there with you?" I'm like, "Oh no, man, keep her up front." I already knew what he was talking about. Then we got in his Benz. He said, "Hey man," he said, "Hey, gal, light this up." Man, like when I told you, man, when I got back there, my cousin was laughing. He said, "Oh, I know when you come back, we're going to have to help you out your vehicle." And the jokes that he wrote for Richard had us laughing.
So, see,
And then
so that's what I'm thinking.
car.
When I'm thinking, if you went and sat in the back seat with the girl, you would have had to like break out a money belt or something.
No, I didn't have no.
But you
No,
know, but one
no,
thing would lead
no.
to another. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Every man has
He
his
said,
breaking
"You don't,"
point when
because
it
I
comes
told
to
him
that.
I ain't had no. I said, "Man, I can't go out. I can't get in the club." He said, "You with me? Any club I go into, you going into." And I'm like, "Cool." I went and got dressed, and my cousin, he was like, "Go and enjoy yourself." I'm like, "Why not?" But hey, he left.
70s.
70s.
Yeah. This was like in the like in 79 when I went out there.
And that's when Pryor was hot too.
Wow, 79. I was
Yeah.
10 years old.
Wow.
Oh yeah, you couldn't ride with us.
Nah, I could barely go to McDonald's by myself.
Yeah.
That kind of reminds me. There's a Facebook page, and I think Reggie is on it too because no, my bad. I think Reggie posted this. Where you were talking about how many people watched the moon landing.
Oh yeah.
And I was like,
Yes.
oh man, I would have loved to, but I wasn't 3 months old yet.
Yeah, I think I posted. Yeah, I was 3, but I would have wanted it in 4K anyways.
Of course, Mr. Knack and
At 3 years old. Yes, of course.
This is the same guy who, at age 6, installed a stereo system in his dad's car.
Wow.
Well, no, I was
Yeah,
Okay, 9. Excuse me, that's a big difference.
Yeah, I installed a Craig cassette deck and some Jensen speakers in the doors and a couple of Jensen 6x9s because he had a cab on the back of the pickup. So I installed some 6x9s in the back.
Most kids at age 9 are still pushing
Jensen
Tonkas on the floor.
Jensen was the high dollar speakers at the time.
6x9s. If you had some Jensen Triaxle 6x9s, you were the shit. Especially if you had like an Impala with a big trunk. That bass, you didn't need a sub. It just was like it sounded great. And then I really wanted like a Pioneer Super Tuner, but we couldn't afford one, so we got the Craig.
Yeah.
Okay. So honestly, this might be a good time to wrap it up. It's 15 till, because Ernie has a lot of shit to put up. He has had it. He has had it out since what? Friday?
Wow.
Yeah, it's been here all weekend.
Friday.
We had
Friday.
We had a show on Friday, 2 bands, and then we had 2 more bands last night. We were getting a lot of donations too, so that's good. It's starting to pay off doing the shows here virtually live, and it's helping kick butt in general because we don't want to see the doors close in this place.
We do not.
No, because honestly, a lot of businesses are suffering because of COVID. So we want to keep kicking it. We want to keep the lights on, the food flowing, and the entertainment going.
And you guys there online, you haven't been here. Master Goring's Tai Chi school is now right next door.
It's right next door where the cash place used to be.
Right next door.
Okay.
Remember they had the check cashing place next door?
What happened to that?
Well, now that's a martial arts studio.
What happened to that check cashing place?
Okay.
It went away.
Oh, there it is.
Yes. Oh, look. Yeah, there we go.
Tai Chi.
Is it in the camera, Ernie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
So he's next door, and he's going to install a door in the back so we can like go back and forth. So that'd be kind of cool.
That's a good idea. Yeah. I think they're doing.
Okay. I got to yell about the Taekwondo about 20 years ago.
Do you want to enter, or do you want to give him a speed round? One piece each, and then we're out.
You want
Okay.
You guys into that?
Yep. Okay. So,
Yeah.
okay, so Ernie, since you introduced him, go ahead.
All right. Let's just take it from the top, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Tom Moon.
Woo! In the golden age of Austin, Don sold flowers on the street. One of his ilk became a member of the Austin City Council. Now he's genially homeless in the Greenbelt. APD are afraid of catching COVID, so they do not hassle me. He is curious about the new encampment on Montopolis. He knows about mobile loaves and fishes and community first. We recite the litany of homeless positive agencies in Austin, where the Poets Pantry once supported with food donations from Expressions, Caritas, Hope Chapel, Angel House, Casa Marinella. Don agrees it's hard to go hungry in Austin when the council is pro-homeless supportive, but he does not vote and does not like the public tent cities under overpasses. Don is more discreet in his lifestyle. He has a hammock in the trees and can lock up his illegal mini bike that he uses to cart his lawnmower. Yes, he knows where the grass grows in South Austin. So we sit in the afternoon sunshine and recollect pre-COVID days when bars and music and venues were blooming, and he could survive in his small green village by selling flowers on the street.
All right.
That's me.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Mr. Tom Moon. And continuing to speed around, let's hear it with some bird shit. We got Birdman 313.
Okay, this is called The Spider and the Fly. This was a prompt. While working on a new spider web, a fly keeps irritating the spider while at work on his new web. I'm going to get you, said the spider to the fly, using seduction along with a little manipulation for his trap. Come see if you can fly straight through this weave of a silky web. Just fly up here and smell if you can all the pretty things I have for you. The fly, with his strong wings, makes his way up into the stairwells, trying to avoid any spider webs that may be present. The spider knows that the fly is weary and needs to rest, even if only for a moment. So while the curtains are drawn, the fly continues to buzz around in the dark hallway. The spider webs are hidden in corners and behind open doors. It is funny how a spider and fly know each other's language and can communicate. The spider hides on his web as the fly, with his gauzy wings and brilliant eyes, flies here and there. The fly lands on the mirror for a breather, trying to avoid any web that may trap him for dinner. Now's the time to turn him around. Hiding in the room, the spider waits for him to get trapped in his subtle web. Subtle. Subtle web. I'm sorry. The
That's all
spider,
right.
the
Yeah.
spider sets his table in anticipation of capture of this poor foolish thing. The pretty fly, with his pearly silver rings buzzing and green eyes, get caught in the trap. It is so desperately tried to avoid. It is rolled up and unable to escape from the spider web of doom. The spider can now rest as his prey has been caught. The dinner bell rings. There you go.
All right, with
yeah.
some spider fly shit. That was Birdman 313. All right, all the way from the East Coast. There we got. I was gonna say Reginald 313. We got Reginald Goodwin.
All right, I'm going to end with a love piece.
Oh,
'Cause I actually do write those. It's called Synapses. I dreamt I made poetry to you in the Milky Way galaxy arms surrounded by swirls of stars in an expansive blackness that had no beginning, no ending. I dreamt I made poetry to you by composing sonnets on comets passing by, the ice melting in the sunshine of your sharp gaze, your smile, its trail marking orbital passage. I dreamt I made poetry to you as you defied physics, and I heard you like a siren, serenely reciting poetic prophecies that made each area of my brain light up on an MRI screen like a Christmas tree. I dreamt I made poetry to you in timeless space-time, so we experienced with cosmic compositions, haiku as short bursts of deep and poignant rhythm and rhyme, sinusoidal wave equations, quarks and quantum, hydrogen to helium fusion, Schrodinger particle wave duality, a reality beyond human comprehension. I dreamt I made poetry to you as my last act in life, my denouement, a solar moth attracted to a red giant flame, mesmerized by all-seeing eyes, pulled in by the third that is a gravity well that heavy particles of lies cannot escape. I dreamt I made poetry to you, and like Shakespeare, having my last sigh in the ballet made by clockwise and counterclockwise swirling nebulae, pouring into an abyss of nothingness, into the substance of the surrounding universe of teeming life. Then I awoke and stared at Venus and the rays of dawn.
yeah.
Reginald Goodwin, all the way from North Carolina. What town do you live in? again? Greensboro.
Greensboro.
I think I played there.
Yeah.
When I used to tour back in the 80s, we play around that area a lot. I can't remember. It's all a blur. And
That's a good band.
do we have it? All right, we
Yeah.
have one last minute addition here.
Okay.
Making his way to the stage, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Eddie Navarro.
Oh, flip band. This is good. Way to go. And away.
Speed round.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That was Eddie Navarro. And you know, it took him like 4 years to complete that piece.
It was brilliant
He
at the
really put
beginning.
his heart and soul into that one. You know,
It was
it was an
choice.
emotional journey for him, but he
Ah.
completed it, and I say, you know, it was
Yeah.
worth it.
Yes.
Yeah, dun dun.
I gotta say, Eddie, that was a very soul-wrenching piece.
Yes.
I felt my heart rendered onto the floor. It just went.
I know.
Render.
And keep in mind, while I'm saying all this, I'm completely sober. Oh my God. Okay, should we do the thing?
Yes.
You have been witness to the best, the
The
baddest
baddest.
open mic in the ATX. Fucking heard live every Sunday night at Kick, Butt, Coffee, Music, and Booze. It's not just an open mic, it's a show, another show without each and every one of you, including you, Jacob. Thank you and good night.
Yeah. Later.
All right, guys. Y'all have a good
See
week.
you tomorrow, Tom.
Thank you, Andy.
Splash screen
Thank
there. That's
possible.
not it.
Reggie. Thank you, Birdman.
See you,
Thank you,
Reggie,
Lance,
next
the ball boy.
Sunday.
See you next
Reginald.
week.
Yeah.
Uh,